Oh, my existence is a good one and I should be grateful. What is this? I have to work. Oh, hello! Welcome to Vlogmas Day 11! Oh. So it is now actually kind of well into the afternoon. Because I've just been working all morning. Nothing exciting has happened other than me sitting here doing this. I've got quite an explosion of things and cats and dogs. But I only have about 2 more hours of real work that I need to get done, and then I need to edit my Vlogmas from yesterday. But other than that, we can actually do fun and exciting things. Wow, got an email. So I have my whole day in life and existence planned out, which is how I prefer to do things. I think I've spoken to this to some degree, but not every day, but pretty much any day that I need to get anything done. So most days, I schedule my entire day out hour by hour. That doesn't necessarily mean that I follow my whole day hour by hour, but I schedule myself like a mofo. And I've pretty much always done this. I don't know, I've just liked working off of a list, and scheduling myself and like time blocking things just usually helps keep me on task. But I actually was reading something or listening to something, or I don't know, somehow this information got to me, how that's actually something that a lot of very successful people do, and that's not in any way to say that I'm successful. Look at me. But I thought that was cool. I was like, ooh, implementing good behaviors. I guess the point of this is I do highly recommend doing it. I usually do it the day before or like the morning of. I'll just sit down and think of all the things. Usually I write 2 lists. I'll write a list of all the stuff that I need to do, and that's usually just on a piece of paper, and then usually in my planner I'll go through and write out from 8:30 to this time I'm doing this, and this time to this time. It's just nice to be able to see that you can actually accomplish all the things that you can accomplish, and then you can set yourself realistic goals, I feel like, versus telling people you can do a bunch of things and then realizing no you can't. So yeah, there's my tidbit for the day. Well, shoot. Oh, this is my life. I got to my gym and was getting out of my car like a normal human being, and this gust of wind came out of nowhere and blew my whole freaking door into the car next to me, and now it's like indented a little and I feel so terrible, so I wrote them a note with my phone number, and it's like a really small dent that should be able to just pop out, I'm hoping, but it's also a pain to have to do that, and I don't know, I felt like a D-bag just leaving it, so I at least left them my number, and I'm really hoping that they just don't call and yell at me, because it was the wind. I just opened my door and it was so aggressive out of nowhere. I don't know what else to do, and I'm running out of time to go to the gym. Okay, it's later, so this day is so stupid. The truck is gone, so I don't know if I actually said this. I don't know how much I verbalized, but the dent was super little, and it's one of those things that like I think could just pop out. It wasn't super serious or anything, but I still just felt like a D-bag just like leaving it. Can't believe it. Like I literally just opened my door and the wind was like, fuck you! And then I went to go pick up my prescription from the drugstore. These people at my health insurance because I turned 26, but I'm covered until the end of the month, so I don't know why they would not just do it, but they decided to just not do it, so I didn't get my prescription, and it's just another thing I get to figure out, but whatever. Whatever, kids. Oh, but the funniest thing was the only piece of paper that I had to write a note on had "oh no" printed on it. And so I like tore that part off because I was like, nope. Like the only thing worse would have been a bear saying, I'm very, very sorry. Oh, my existence is a good one and I should be grateful. So I'm now home, I think for dinner. That was rude. I think I'm just gonna make the same thing that I made yesterday because it came out pretty good. Like, I mean, it's obviously just healthy, rice, beans, and vegetables, but it was really tasty. So I think I'm just gonna make the same thing. Except I think I'm gonna saute all the vegetables instead of roasting them just because I'm hungry now. What were you saying, Dante?
This is my dog.
You
wish. Elthor.
Wow! You made some frosting. You know how you said you wanted a kid to do crafts with? Am I your kid?
You're like a mediocre kid.
Are you so impressed with my light?
That one is your finest efforts.
You don't like my baby snowman?
Baby snowman is an 8. Candy cane, 8.5.
Wow. So festive. Ooh. Fancy meeting you here. So, it is getting to be very late. But, A, we have not really hung out today, and also I actually need to do this, so for Ira's Christmas present, here is what I am thinking. I haven't fully fleshed this out, but I kind of had a rough idea of I am leaving to go back home for Christmas for a total of 8 days. So what I was thinking was, instead of trying to figure out a gift for him, because this man is so picky, I mean, I get it, because I'm very picky too. He is so specific with every single thing. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy him 7 small gifts, and then I'm gonna basically hand them. I was kind of thinking about doing like a stocking initially, but again, I haven't fully fleshed this thing out. But I was thinking that if I give him 7 presents and with like a note on each one, like open in a certain order, and then inside each one will like have kind of a reason, or I don't know, it'll have some sort of explanation. Then he could open 1 a day in a specific order on every day that I'm gone. Huh? Yeah, huh? And then on the 8th day I'll be back and I'll be like, your present is me! I'm back! So I've only gotten him 4 things so far, 2 of which, this hot sauce and these incense things, I already showed you from my Crafty Wonderland haul yesterday. But I also bought him these Ghirardelli peppermint bark squares because he really likes them. I don't know, he pointed them out a few times about how much he loves them, but he never wants to buy them because he's like, I don't need this much chocolate. So I thought I would just pull the trigger for him and buy him some chocolate because I know that he liked it. Sorry, I'm also very tired right now. I'm gonna go to sleep as soon as we're done. But I also bought him this beer, and it is his favorite beer, but also extra brownie points, they went out of business a couple weeks ago, and I remember he told me that they were going to go out of business, and so in my head I was like, make a mental note, go buy this, except I didn't do that at all. So I went to 3 different Whole Foods before I was eventually like, why am I doing this? Why am I driving around? We have technology! So then I started calling places. Oh no, my battery's gonna die. And I think I called 7 different liquor stores before I finally found one that had some, and they had 2 beers. 2 beers. So I bought them both, so they're in the fridge is the only thing, so I'm not gonna wrap them just yet. But I think what I'm gonna do is start wrapping his presents. I wanna wrap them in boxes though. This is not an ideal size. I wanna wrap them in boxes because I want them to look cute, and I want him to not be able to figure out what they are in any kind of way. So I have just regular brown crafting paper, whatever this is called, and then I also have this green with little brown like hints in it paper. So I only have 3 gifts to wrap. But I think I'm gonna wrap these right now, and I want to get fancy with my wrapping, so I don't know if I'll really finish them today, but I'm gonna give them their base. So in a very exciting update, my presents are wrapped. I just put some bows on both of these. But I don't know, I thought it was cute. This one I can just take off if it doesn't end up matching with the red. And with this one I think I was gonna put a giant bow on top. And then I also have this bell that I was thinking on one of the bigger ones, like maybe the one that maybe the box of the beer goes in. I could stick this pine cones or some sort of greenery. That was my very exciting wrapping presents ordeal. It is now about 11 o'clock, so I think I am gonna go to sleep. But tomorrow I'm going to view an apartment, which I have higher hopes in because I viewed a different apartment, not in the same building but owned by the same person. But I have a little bit of faith in this one, and I don't know, maybe tomorrow it'll be a definite no or something, who knows. But if it's anything like the last one that I toured, it should be decent. I think this one is a lot smaller. The last one that I viewed was a double studio, which just means it's a 1-bedroom, but there's not a closet in the bedroom, so they have to call it a double studio. But this one is just a full-on studio, and he told me on the phone, he was like, just so you know, this one's a lot smaller, but he said it was cute. Those were his words, which I appreciate. So hopefully it goes well. If it doesn't, then I'll just keep looking. I'm in a very fortunate situation that I have some flexibility, obviously. It's not going to be a great space, but at least it's going to be my space. Hey, that's what MySpace's slogan should have been the whole time, and they probably never would have gone out of business. So I'm gonna go to sleep. Go put some lotion on your hands. Mine are very dry. Wrap some holiday presents and have a nice day. Bye. Thank you for watching.